thus far today we've gone through and we finally got the intake rockers in, as well as the exhaust rockers in, rocker arms in. Got those in from Summit Racing. They are spot on, man, quickness. Luckily, we're in East Texas, so these parts are coming out of Arlington. So I ordered them last night. They're here today. I figured instead of putting in their used upgraded exhaust and intake rockers, I went ahead and bought all brand new, and then did the BTR Brian Tooley Racing trunnion upgrade kit on there. Which, by the way, just in case you're wondering which ones I used, I've got right here for my push rods. You can see the information on there. That's what I used. And then as far as the trunnion upgrade kit, I also use that. It goes through and they give you really good details on everything, exactly what's what. They give you the washers to do it. Also, as far as taking them out, it was pretty simple. I'll jump around, apologize if anybody's ever done them before. I actually just, I checked a couple videos and I used a, let's see where we at. I used a 7/8, and then I also used a 9/16 to go through and push the top end out, and then let these 7/8 catch everything. In doing so, it worked out perfect, dumped everything, and then just keep repeating the process. As far as everything on the top end goes, you can see we're running a velocity intake, and then we're also running a, I think it's a Nick Williams 102 millimeter throttle body, and we've gone through. We're also running, which I want to give a huge shout out to injection connection, fuel injector connection, excuse me. Give a huge shout out to those guys. We're running their 2000 cc injectors on here. And we're also, of course, we're running the Velocity fuel rails. All these fittings on the end that you see, and all this right here, this is all coming off as far as the back end, the fuel lines. We're actually running dash 10 feed up here, and then we're going to wire it off to both of the fuel rails. And we've also got the fuel set up on the front to where we can go through, gauge it, set the pressures, etc. And then you can also see in the back we're running a 3-bar map sensor. Underneath the belly too, make sure you're tracking. Right now I've just got them in place so I don't forget about them. But I've got all 4 of the different vacuum fittings, different barbs that they put in there. I've still got to go through and put the hell, what is it? Got so much to do. The steam vent lines, I've got those. Picked those up off of another guy online, off of Facebook, as a used set, but I mean, damn near perfect. So everything on them is really nice quality, and so I've got to go through, get these set up in here, and then the main line is gonna bolt onto this side over here somewhere, and then it'll feed up front and do its thing. So right now, I think I'm going to call it for the day. One quick jump I'll do real fast. On the rear end, we are running the S60 rear end to there. The brake line that you see on here, the single, actually came off the old Stalker, so you can see there's a hell of a difference between there, just the tubes alone. But pulled that fuel line off, or the brake line off, cleaned everything up, and got everything all nice and cleaned up. And then also went through and got new energy suspension. You can see on here the 19 millimeter for the rear sway bar. Got those in place, just kind of right now, just mocked up to where I can still move everything. All new hardware, lock nuts, etc., or lock washer, excuse me. And made sure, we capped off the vent lines, made sure everything was good to go there. I've still got the little sensor deal that needs to plug into the top up there. I just got to pull it off there and clean it up. So any parts that go on here, trying to make sure they're spotless, or as clean as I can get them. I may end up having to take a break for a little bit, and within the next month be heading back overseas. If so, it'll be a little while before I can pick back up on it, but in the meantime we'll be buying parts and doing our thing. So thus far, any ideas, any thoughts, opinions, etc., let me know. One question I do have, if anybody's actually run into it, is we've got a fully built 6L80 from PATC here out of Shreveport, Louisiana. It is completely built. At the time when they built them, they called it, I believe, the Raptor Stage 4. So we've got that. That's supposed to be going in here. We've also got their 33 Yeah, 3300 stall converter. So we've got that that's going in there, but I'm curious if anybody's run that yet. So that is one thing I kind of, you know, as far as the tunnel, if it'll fit it, you know, with the old stock, I think 4L60 that came in there. But so anyways, that's everything. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Please like and subscribe, and we'll try to get as much done as we can and continue to get that ugly ass orange off that block. If you like it, sorry, I can't stand it. But other than that, just keep tuning in. Appreciate it. Bye.